Hey guys, Dr. Christy Ennis. Today we are going to go over the top 5 exercises to tone those inner thighs. Now, we all know that inner thighs look pretty and they're nice muscles, but they're very important to strengthen actually as part of the core, believe it or not, and to help prevent groin strains. Most people think about stretching, but one of the top causes for a groin strain is actually weakness in these muscles. So you get double bang for your buck today. Pretty looking muscles and functional looking muscles. We're going to start out with easiest first and then go into the most difficult. So pay attention to where your lovely thigh muscles are at and go with which ones or one works for you. So the very first one I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my drugstore plastic ball here. You can use a pillow at home, but above the knees, lying on my back, I'm going to squeeze my butt, squeeze my abs, lift up. I'm going to hold up in that position, and now I'm going to squeeze extra into that ball. So now I'm actually engaging lots of core muscles here, and we're doing 10 reps. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. We're getting everything to work. Okay, next to our standing. Again, remember we're getting progressively harder. So this one is a plie-ish. You're going to bring your legs wide, turn those toes out, hands in the center. Let those knees go over those toes, not collapse in. So here's 2. You should really feel these. 3, 4. You can always add weight in the middle here. 5, 6, 7. The beauty, though, is that you don't really need much equipment to get an effective workout. I know my legs will be tired when I'm done. There's 10. Good. I'm going to grab my towel and clean my floor. At home, use a paper plate, a towel, or if you happen to have fancy schmancy gliders, you can use those too. But my toes are going to be pointed forward. I'm going to do one leg at a time. You're shifting your weight as that leg stays straight and squeeze both sides as you pull in. So it's not here. Straight leg shift and pull. So there's 2. Make sure you do both sides on this one. 3, 4. I won't show you my towel when I'm done so that you don't know what my floor actually looks like. 6. Mud season here in New Hampshire. 7. Try not to do that. That was a good example of what not to do. 8. Whoa, 9. And 10. Okay. Now, this next one is back down on the ground, but it is a little harder because you're actually using both legs at the same time. This one I love because you actually get a little stretch at the same time. So on those hands and knees, you're going to start with those knees pretty close together, and then you're coming out, and then squeeze to pull both back in. I tend to go in a little bit of almost a frog position to get a little bit more of a stretch. You certainly, to make it even more challenging, can bring those feet up and crack your knees just like me. No, and then bring those legs back out. It feels much better on my body to keep my feet down, so pay attention to what feels good for you. There's 4, I think. You guys know I'm a bad counter. 5, 6, and always keep those abs engaged, right? 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, last one, which is the hardest by far, okay? So just keep that in mind. You're going to use a little bench or a step. Top leg is going to go on the top. I'm going to keep the bottom leg bent to start. We're actually doing a side plank. I'm going to keep my foot facing this way. So it's not just here, although this can be where you can start if it's difficult. It's lift that bottom leg up. So there's 1, 2. It's really this leg that's doing the work. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't forget to breathe. 8, 9, and 10. Make sure to do the other side. You can always bend the top knee on the step too if you need to modify a little bit there. And now I'm going to walk in a circle because I only worked that right leg. But you guys make sure you do both sides. Thanks so much for tuning in today and get those inner thighs working.